Sean, back on top in Dublin as well. Can you tell me how pleased you were with that?
Yeah, it was amazing. It's just great to be back winning county titles. You kind of you relish them when they come, and because they won't be there for too long. So yeah, really pleased.
Yeah, it's been probably an up and down sort of a year with Dublin. Like there was great strides made with Dublin, and then of course everyone just probably mentions nothing but Laois after that. So was it hard to get back on the horse?
With the club.
Yeah.
No, like I think you kind of when you get knocked out with your county, you take a bit of time to reflect in the year, but then it comes around so fast. You just have to, like, lads have been putting in hard work over the summer, so you have to really almost get back up to speed with them and refocus on your goal for the year and really try to take some learnings from the year that's happened, but to try to progress as well, get back on the horse of the club.
Do you get the sense that when you're playing with Dublin, you're often seen as the underdogs, whereas you come back then with Cuala and everyone always sees you as the favourites? Is that ever anything that ever occurs to you?
Probably not know too much. You don't, as a player, you don't probably reflect too much on those things or kind of think about those things too often when you're in them. You don't. You let other people put the favourites tag and stuff, and you kind of get on with your own business.
And next up is St Mullins. 3 years ago, there was a clash down in Dr. Cullen Park. So you know them pretty well at this stage.
Yeah, they're a good side. We had it was a tough clash. Remember down there 3 years ago, and they've come through a tough Carlow Championship again this year. So it's another huge challenge for us. So we'll have to come down off our county championship title victory and really refocus and prepare for a huge battle then in 2 weeks.
So away from the field then, at the moment you have a bit of a Brexit issue, don't you? Because your wife Carla is from Scotland, but definitely that's having an impact in Moran.
Yeah, a small bit. Yeah, we have to. Carla needs to get her driver's license changed before who knows when it'll be now, but before the 31st of October. So yesterday morning we were in the office or in the centre for the driver's license, trying to get her UK license changed over to an Irish one. So it was an eventful morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it more sounds like an inconvenience than an actual drama.
I know, not an inconvenience, but just one of the things you have to do, and it's dragging on a bit. Yeah.
Growing up, who would have been the players that that you would have loved when you were growing up? Because there's a bit of a Waterford influence in your family, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, my godfather's from Waterford. He's next door neighbour as well. We'd be very close. So growing up, would have followed Waterford, especially in they had some classics in the Munster Championship growing up, especially against the likes of Cork. But influence to me, I think it's hard to pick. It's hard to know. Not a huge amount. When I was coming up through Cuala, there was probably some players that I'm playing with now, like Paul Schutte and David Tracy. Like they would have done a lot of coaching with my team when I was growing up. So you have a bit of influence from there, and and it's great to be able to now you're playing along with those lads who, looking up, you thought they were these amazing people, and you realise they're actually not.
They'll be delighted to hear that clip will go around the dressing room. Like, what's the difference in Dublin hurling and the perception versus now versus when you were a young lad? Because I'd say when you were a teen, you're 26 now or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'd say 15 years ago, hurling wasn't massively regarded up here, and you would have been part of that, I suppose, group that was brought through to sort of try and bring it to the next level.
Yeah, it's like I think Dublin hurling it's progressing a huge amount, especially over the last couple of years. It's like not traditionally like I don't have huge memories of growing up like with you weren't going to all Ireland finals in Dublin and that like there was it's different, but it's progressing I think hugely, and I think I think there's more like a lot more focus and put into the hurling, especially the last couple of years, and we know with some of our results this year that when we really perform to our standards, we can mix it with the best of them.
What have the different managers been like that you've had at Dublin? You've had Anthony Daly briefly, Ger Cunningham, Pat Gilroy, Matty, who of course you had with club as well.
Yeah.
Are they fairly similar to some degree, or are they very different?
I think a lot of them, yeah, they like a lot of them will be very similar. A lot of managers probably would be, I think, less experience with Anthony Daly and Ger Cunningham. I think, but we had Pat last year and Matty again this year. I think they're all one thing they all have in common. They were trying to do the best they could for Dublin hurling. I think, especially now the last few years, there's a great foundation been put in, and like we're just trying to build and trying to put Dublin hurling, put it in the best place we can be.
And do you think having Matty there, who was your manager for 5 years with Cuala, helps to try and kick you on and cement your place as centre back with Dublin? Because before that, you were probably centre back under Pat Gilroy, but you've been used in midfield even before that.
Yeah, I had been growing up. I think I fancy myself as a wing forward, and then when it came to Dublin, well, it lasted for 21 years until I till I went to college. But you're less worried about where you play. It's more like you're lucky when you're lucky enough to get a jersey. You're happy enough wherever it is. And I think Matty, when he was involved with the club hurling, he got to know obviously a lot of the players in the club scene, and I think that's really helped him now. When he's like kind of trying to pivot that into the county scene, because he's seen all these players at club level, so he knows he's a good knowledge of what's out there for him.
Do you think Dublin can kick on again next year?
Absolutely, yeah, I think so. We had, like you said, a bit of an up and down year, but I think the progress is still being made, and I think we'll look to definitely kick on and have a successful year next year.
Because I'm sure when you think of the year, you think of getting to the semi-final in the league and going like having a good, strong league, and then also beating Galway to knock them out of the championship and getting through when people wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah, I think we definitely had moments where we were playing really well as a team together, and it's just really about trying to make that as consistent as possible and making sure that we're delivering that every time we go out and representing Dublin. And yeah, please God, next year we'll have more chance to do that.